All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakam Kodash, the honor to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole flick of Israel. We're the bros out here in GMS Tampa Camp. I'm the brother Mayak Allah. And we're going to do a lesson, through Spirit and Power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, going into our series, which is Almost Home. And the title is going to be Then Cometh the End. All right, because that's what it's about. All right, we're watching prophecy because something's getting ready to happen. So what's getting ready to happen? The end of this kingdom, all right, that we're in right now, okay, Esau, Edom, so the white man's rulership, his dominion is going to be taken out. All right, and it's going into us being the watchmen. All right, we're here to tell you, all right, what is getting ready to happen. All right, and going into the story in Daniel, all right, about the writing on the wall, all right, because this is going into ancient Babylon. All right, today we're in modern day Babylon, being so-called America. All right, so there's nothing new under the sun. All right, every great kingdom that has been on this earth had its time to rule. All right, and had its time to fall. So now we're in that falling stage of so-called America, just like all the kingdoms before, and it's getting ready to ultimately be destroyed, just like the other kingdoms before. All right, another one's coming instead, Kingdom of Heaven. All right, where do we start, Baruch Shah?
Verse 17, right?
Yep, start at verse 17.
Daniel chapter 5, verse 17. Then Daniel answered and said before the king, let thy gifts be to thyself, and give thy rewards to another.
Yep, because he was trying to bribe Daniel. All right, because ultimately they knew that judgment was coming, so they try to, give us gifts. Daniel was prophesying that your kingdom's getting ready to fall. So going into the king of Babylon, he was trying to sway Daniel to maybe persuade the Most High to pass the judgment. All right, so Daniel said, keep your gifts to yourself. I'm not trying to deal with that. I'm gonna give you an interpretation of the writing on the wall. Go ahead.
Khan. Yet I will read the writing unto the king, and make known to him the interpretation. Verse 18, O thou king, the most high power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, gave Nebuchadnezzar thy father a kingdom, and majesty, and glory,
so
and honor.
This is Nebuchadnezzar's son that he's speaking to, Belteshazzar, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Go ahead.
Verse 19, and for the majesty that he gave him, all people, nations, and languages tremble and fear before him.
Yep, because the Lord set him up. All right, the Lord set up Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, all right, to be the dominion at that time. All right, that's how the Lord does. He rules in the kingdom of men. Go ahead.
Khan. And it reads, whom he would, he slew, and whom he would, he kept alive.
There you
go. And whom he would, he set up, and whom he would, he put down.
There you go.
Khan. And can I get a quick precept?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. So the book of Psalms. Psalms chapter 75, verse 7. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another.
Again, that's the scenario that the Lord plays out on the planet Earth. He rules in the kingdom of men. He sets up who he wants to set up according to his will, according to his plan. All right, and going into the timeline of the Lord, you read going to James 2nd chapter about the statue of the ancient heathen kingdoms that will come prior to the kingdom of heaven being established on the planet Earth, the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, so we're in this time period right now, going into the time of Daniel. All right, this is the time of the head of gold. All right, the Babylonian kingdom, the Babylonian empire. All right, go ahead.
Khan, verse 20. But when his heart was lifted up, and his mind hardened in pride, he was deposed from his kingly throne.
Yep. So that's why he got taken down. All right, because he was ruling in pride. All right. So here, these keywords should be keying off in your head: pride, heart lifted up. All right. What's happening here in this world we see today? Okay. This Esau, Edom, so the white man, he's doing the same exact things that the failures of the other kingdoms prior are doing. Lifted up because why? Because the authority the Lord's given them, they taking it to their own mind, saying, "Hey, I'm above the Most High. Anybody can stop me. Look how I'm doing this, doing that." All right, so the Lord comes down and he judges. All right, so that's what's happening again in this time here in 2020, year of prophecy. Go ahead.
Khan. And they took his glory from him.
Yep, took his glory. So Esau, Edom, so the white man, his glory is going to be taken. His glorious kingdom, which you see, which is a queendom, all right?
Yep.
Which John the Revelator marveled at. The angel pretty much rebuked him, like, why you marvel? He was about to show you the great judgment of the whore that's going to happen upon the planet Earth, and that whore is so-called America. All right.
Khan, verse 21. And he was driven from the sons of men, and his heart was made like the beast, and his dwelling was with the wild asses. They fed him with grasses. They fed him with grass like oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till he knew that the most high power, Yahweh Shai, ruled in the kingdom of men.
Yep, so he got humble. All right, he got prophesied that he was going to act like an animal, be like a cow, mooing like a cow, all right, and eating grass, all right, because he was proud as hell. So the Lord humbled him. He was in the field acting like a damn animal, all right, and going into Esau, Edom, he's the basis of men, all right. He's going to go back to his true form, which is being like a beast of the field, all right. Go ahead.
And that he appointed over it whomsoever he will.
Yep.
Verse 22, and thou, his son, O Belshazzar, hast not humbled thine heart.
Yep.
So
he didn't fall after the example that was set before him. The Lord judged him, all right, judged his son, just like his father, Nebuchadnezzar, all right, he humbled him. And what did that do to Belshazzar? Nothing, okay, because well, as time goes on, their pride comes back, all right, so the Lord has to come back and judge again, all right, so go ahead.
Khan, thou hast knewest all this.
Yeah, he knew that.
Yeah.
He knew that happened to his father. Yeah. He did the same exact damn thing, all right.
Verse 23, but hast lifted up thyself against the Lord of heaven, and they have brought the vessels of his house before thee, and thou and thy lords, thy wives, and thy concubines have drunk wine in them, and thou hast praised the gods of silver and gold, of brass, iron, wood, and stone, which see not, nor hear, nor know, and the God in whom hands thy breath is, and whose are all thy ways, hast thou not glorified.
Yep. So this is his condemnation. He's being judged right now. This is his sentence. All right. So again, keep in mind, Esau, Edom, so-called white man. What is happening here today? Right. All right. His sentence. All right. Be it a prophet, because Daniel was a prophet. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 24. Then was the part of the hand sent from him, and this writing was written. Verse 25. And this is the writing that was written. Mene, tekel, a parson. A parson. 16:11.
Yeah, it's hard to read.
Yeah, this is the interpretation of the thing.
Yep. So Daniel's going to give the interpretation of the writing on the wall, which was sent to Belshazzar. All right, Belshazzar. Okay.
Thing says this is the interpretation of the thing. Many, the Most High, have numbered thy kingdom and finished it.
Yep. We got precepts, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 27.
All right, Job.
Yeah. What Bible says? All right, well, let me look real quick.
Yeah, because Esau, Edom's kingdom is numbered. All right, he cannot pass the number which he's been set to rule. That time period. All right, and that time period is now. All right.
This is Job 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee.
Yep, with the Lord.
Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Yep. So he can't pass this time period which he's been set to be judged. So he's being sent a message. All right, via who? The prophets. The prophets are here to judge you. All right, to tell you the judgment. All right, we're in the flesh, but we judge according to the spirit. Spirit and power, Yahweh Shai.
Okay, I got you. Job 20 and verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short? And that word there for short in 16:11 in the Hebrew, it says near. And the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment.
Yep. So we're reading about ancient Babylon, because we're going to keep on reading. The kingdom fell. All right, the Medes, the Persians and the Medio Persians came and took the Babylonians down. All right. So go ahead.
Verse 27. Tekel, or Tikel, thou art weighed in the balances, and art found wanting.
Yep.
Paris, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians.
Yep. So the kingdom, after a kingdom falls, is given to another people. All right. So going into this kingdom being measured, being weighed, okay, the Lord is making judgment. All right. And he's weighing this place out. And read Revelation 18 chapter said the sins have gone on to the heavens. Right. So the kingdom that is happening, that kingdom that which we're in right now is falling. Another one's getting ready to come up. All right. So who is that kingdom going to be? All right. These brothers killing you, bro.
Yeah,
We can go ahead.
Verse 29. Then commanded Belshazzar, and they clothed Daniel with scarlet and put a chain of gold about his neck.
Yep. So they were trying to sway him with gifts. They were trying to get him right. You know. So go ahead.
And made a proclamation concerning him that he should be the third ruler in the kingdom.
Yep. So he was like, he tried to set him up. He heard the judgment. He was like, I gotta take care of him, because he's trying to buy back the time. Right? It's not gonna happen. Go ahead. What happened?
And that night,
there you go.
And that night was Belshazzar, the king of the Chaldees, slain.
Yep, he died.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And Darius the Median prophesied,
Yep.
took the kingdom, being about 62 years old.
Yep, so the kingdom was taken down and given over to another people, all right? So that's getting ready to happen again, all right? Esau can try to sway, the prophets, whatever it may be. They might come to Apostle Hard, we're gonna take care of you, gonna put you on an island, you blah, 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 blase, blase. But we're not gonna take no gifts, all right? Through the spirit power Yahweh Shai, nothing's gonna stop prophecy from happening, all right?
You see no enchantment against Jacob.
We can go ahead and,
I got you.
1 Corinthians 15 and start at verse 24.
I got you.
And read on down and get up out of here.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, bro. It's Lord of Flies.
Yeah, it's a heavy lesson I'm bringing out. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 24. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High,
Yep.
even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power.
So fast forward into today. All right, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is going to give the kingdom to the Father. All right. So then cometh the end. Who's the end? Esau, Edom. Read 2nd into 6th chapter. All right. The end is now because Esau, Edom is in rulership, the so-called white man. All right. So then cometh the end when what? Yahweh Shai, through the spirit and power of the Heavenly Father, is going to come and take down all rulership and authority. All right. Being all the kings and rulers of this nation, of this kingdom. All right.
Hey, if I may say, Daniel's the 7th chapter. It says, the kingdom shall be given to Yahweh Shai, man, and all nations shall serve and obey him, man. And that's in Daniel 7:27. Backing up the brother, man. So at the end of the day, brother, that stone that's going to smite the whole image is Yahweh Shai's kingdom, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just keep on reading down.
Verse 25. For he must reign till he have put all enemies under his feet.
Yep. So he must reign. Yahweh Shai has been set up to rule in the kingdom that's going to last forever, going to the kingdom of heaven. All right. Why the heathen rage? They set themselves in array, all right, trying to get right for the new order, but it's never been set up for you to rule. Okay, you've been going into rule for a short period of time, but going into the kingdom of heaven, the true kingdom of heaven, which belongs unto you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, that belongs to you, not to these other heathen nations, all right?
Verse 26, the last enemy that shall be destroyed is death.
Yep, so because we're going to be made perfect, all right? So when Yahweh Shai returns, we shall be like him, all right? Meaning we're going to be changed. He's not coming back as a man, he's coming back as an angelic being, a power. All right, we're going to be just like him. All right, we're going to be gods in the flesh, though, but perfect. Okay, because we're going to get these new bodies, which are promised unto the Israelites. All right,
extra celestial body, man. A body that can travel through the heavens, and a body that can actually live here on earth, man. We're going to be. That's what's going to make us over the angels,
Read verse 28, and then we can.
Verse 28. And when
read 27 and 28.
Verse 27, for he hath put all things under his feet.
Yep.
But when he saith all things are put under him,
it
is manifest that he accepted which did put all things under him.
Yep. So that's going to manifest. All right. In these times that we're now, it's not a fantasy that when we talk about Yahweh Shai coming and cracking the skies and taking over the rulerships of the rulers of this world, this is actually going to happen and play out here in real time and on this plane of earth. And soon, because again, that's why we're the watchmen. We're here to tell you. All right, we've been set up to watch and warn you and tell you, speaking to our people first and foremost. All right, the times they're in. All right.
Verse 28. And when all things shall be subdued unto him, then shall the Son also himself be subjected unto him that put all things under him, that the Most High may be in all.
Yep, so the order, the heavenly order, bro, it's crazy. So the Heavenly Father going to the Heavenly Father Yahweh Shai, and then down to the 144,000. All right, every man in his order, you read up in a little bit in that chapter, every man's going to be set in his proper order. All right, Esau being back onto the bottom, which he belongs, and you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being back on top. All right, so that's what we're waiting for. That's why you see men so diligent. That's why our mind is not on this place. All right, we're here because we have to do a duty. All right, but ultimately we're waiting for the kingdom to come. Our treasures being stored in heaven and being brought here upon a planet earth. That's what we're waiting for. So with that, those words be edifying. I always want to give all praises to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole faith of Israel. Shalom.
Shalom.